Hello folks, welcome to my YouTube channel. Right now I'm going to give a report card, a monthly report card to every NHL team based on their performance. I'm going to start off at the bottom with an F. So the team that's getting an F is the Detroit Red Wings. They get the F. There's only one team I'm doing an F for, and I only do one A+, so later on in the video you'll see that. I have to give Detroit an F. Originally, I had Ottawa as an F, but the fact that Detroit lost to Ottawa just took them completely down to the last on my list. And unfortunately, this is a team that's rebuilding, so, you know, they're going to take a couple years to get where they want to be. And I hopefully, the Detroit can improve on certain aspects of their offense. Next, I have my D minuses. I have 3 teams on my D minuses, and Merlin here, he's the star of the show. He thinks he is. As a D minus team, unfortunately, Chicago's got Leonard and net. They got to put him in more often because I think he can honestly get this team back on in an area where they feel like they can gain a little more confidence right now. Next I have the New York Rangers. Yeah, the New York Rangers are... Yeah, they could be a better team. They got Panarin. Ottawa has a D minus. I'm sorry, Ottawa, but it's a tough year. It's a tough year for the Senators and tough couple of years. And they've lost their biggest defenseman, Erik Karlsson, of course. They're on a rebuild, but I think they'll get a couple key players that are going to really turn this club around. So, all right. So, on to D's. Just the regular D's, not D minus. I'm going to put the New Jersey Devils. Have a D. They're a regular D team. The reason why I put them as D, not a D minus, which isn't a big difference really, but I think they're a team that's kind of trying to rebuild too, but they have so many great players. Like, PK Subban, he's a great defenseman, and this team's just not hitting on corners. And Jack Hughes, give him time. Jack Hughes will perform above and beyond. It's just going to take a little time for him to get used to playing at the NHL. The other D would be the Los Angeles Kings. They get a D. I don't see Los Angeles improving. I can see Los Angeles pretty much staying in the zone. They have not. I looked at the roster. I looked at their stats. This team just, for a team that's not doing so good, they're pretty complacent, which you gotta step it up just a little bit. So next I have Dallas. They're a D, and D for Dallas. It fits, but I don't think Dallas is gonna stay down too long. Unfortunately, this is the way the season's starting is not the way they wanted for it to start, but I think they'll get out of this slump. Next we have the Minnesota Wild for a D. They get a D as well. I like the Wild. They have great fan base. I'm surprised. I saw an online survey about who's the best fans in the NHL. Honestly, I think the Minnesota Wild were left out of that. They have great fans. I mean, it's Minnesota. Okay, on to D+. I have the San Jose Sharks. The Sharks, they could be better. But you never know. Like, things happen. So, I think it's time for the Sharks to step it up a little bit more. I mean, Joe Thornton's, this has to be Joe Thornton's last year. I seriously thought he was going to retire. Like, I was expecting that after last year. So, but, he didn't retire, and they need him. But, they have a good team. They can do better. We have Philadelphia for D+. I have the Philadelphia Flyers. I mean, they're not playing horrible. They're definitely going to improve. I can see this team improving, so don't expect them to stay at a D+. All right. And the next D+ would be Winnipeg. I think Winnipeg, they're a D+. They have Hellebuck. Hellebuck's a great goalie. Scheifele, Wheeler, they're great players, but they did lose Trouba, so maybe they're just struggling on the defensive end of things right now. So I got C- for the Columbus Blue Jackets, get a C-. I think you could expect worse from Columbus. They lost so many players, but they got so much depth. They had so much depth at the time. They lost Bobrovsky, which is huge. That's like the goalie for them. And he's been a great goaltender for the team. And I was just so impressed with his performance during the playoffs. Okay, so next we have the Calgary Flames. This is my favorite Canadian team. I'm a fan of the Calgary Flames, and I hate to put them on a C-. Next, we're going to C. Teams that I'm giving a C, and I'm going to give a C to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Tampa Bay they have a great roster. They're a great team, but why are they playing like this? They should be playing a little bit better, but they are losing to good teams too, so maybe they're not at fault. It's just I'm going by record and points, and I'm going by the team's expectations, and I think I have a higher expectation for Tampa Bay. I think we all do as fans of hockey. Next, we have Montreal for a C. I'm giving Montreal a C because this is a team that's just, they're okay right now. They're doing okay. They could do better. They've lost a few games here and there. They've won a few games. But now I got C+. I got the Pittsburgh Penguins as a C+. And I think Pittsburgh can arguably be a great team. Jake Gensel's becoming a good pairing to Crosby. They got Matt Murray. He's a good goaltender. Next, I have for C+, New York Islanders. I have the Islanders as a C+. This is a great team. The Islanders are a great team. They're not that bad. They're doing good. Next, I have the B- teams. Okay, I got two B- teams. I got the Anaheim Ducks, and this is a team that shocked me. I didn't know this team was going to end up playing as good as they did. This team I would have expected this season to be a D team so far. But, this is October, so you could have a hot start and you could just start finishing weak. I mean, you never know. For B- is the Florida Panthers. I think Florida is going to be a very much improved team. There's a lot of guys that are just starting to, click. Next, we have my B teams. The teams that are B. Just regular B. We got the Toronto Maple Leafs for B. I think Toronto's a good team. They display a lot of grit and determination, and I think this team's gonna pretty much stay in the middle of the pack right now. So, you gonna say hi, Merlin? This is Merlin. Hi. You can only see his eyes because he's a panther. Yes, he's a baby panther. What are you trying to say to me? Okay. Next we have the Arizona Coyotes for B. They get a grade B for the Arizona Coyotes. This team is playing good. This is a team that's playing good hockey. They got to keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. And I think they'll be up there eventually. And so now I'm going to B+. Nashville, B+. I think they've earned that. They've been playing good so far. And I wouldn't expect any less from Nashville. I think it's something you would expect. So, B+ for St. Louis. St. Louis isn't getting the best start, but they're not really bad. They're not, well, like, in a bad spot. Well, they might be in a bad spot. They just lost Tarasenko, so that's going to be tough. All right, so we're going to A-. Who's getting the A-? I have 3 teams on the A-. I have the Carolina Hurricanes. No surprise. I would expect the Carolina Hurricanes to just be a good team again. They're doing good, so no need for improvement there. A- for the Vegas Golden Knights. They get an A-. I think the Vegas Golden Knights are a great team. They're going to keep playing good hockey. Mark Stone was a great pickup. That was smart, getting that guy. And for an A-, I'm giving Vancouver an A-. I think Vancouver could be a slightly better team. But, I mean, this is where Vancouver wants to be in October. All right, now I got the A's. I have 4 teams in the A's. And I'm going to go through these lists a little bit quicker. I don't want to talk about the teams too much. Who gets an A? The Edmonton Oilers. No surprise. This team has earned it. So that's why I put them in the A spot. Because they've played good hockey. They're a solid team. They've done nothing to disappoint. Okay, so next we have the Washington Capitals. Yeah. Can't say anything bad about the Capitals. They've been playing great hockey too. Then I got the Boston Bruins for an A. I mean, this team could have easily been on my A+. But I think Boston deserves the credit where credit's due. They've been playing great hockey. They've been beating solid teams. I got the Colorado Avalanche as an A. They earned that A. They've done so much work on the offseason. I couldn't see this team playing bad. And finally, the team that gets the A+, my 1 A+, and there's only one team I'm going to give an A+ for this month of October, and it's a big deal because it's the Buffalo Sabres. What? Buffalo. Where were you? This is what I was expecting a few years ago, but I am shocked that the Sabres have been playing this good. And they're a very competitive team right now. So I hope you enjoy this video. If you want to watch more me grading teams, the report cards, let me know in the comments below. Or if you want to subscribe. All right, and until next time, we'll be going over some more hockey. All right, bye.